Elohim, love Yahweh, God Yahweh, Creator Yahweh, Elohim. I am God Yahweh, love Elohim. It is 9 a.m., August 3rd, 2024, with me, God Yahweh, love Elohim, of these United States, doing my David Rockefeller uh, explanations of charity and philanthropy there, where clarity was one of the words that we was dealing with for the banking system of these United States with me, God Yahweh, love Elohim, which gave the Granite Discovery and the Smithsonian Institution with the banking system, and eventually my departments, which I'm dealing with the Department of Education at this moment. Uh, this message is for the female angels once again from their creator named Love, and his name is Love Elohim and Love Elohim, where I am God Yahweh. Uh, It's about the Dred Scott case of these United States, which led to the decision. And I'm still dealing with my words, territory and jurisprudence of the Dred Scott case, where intellectual property created by me, God Yahweh, the creator of intellectual property, we was dealing with insanity with Booker T. Washington in colleges and universities. Therefore, territory and jurisprudence was the words that we would use, where territory is registered within your intellectual property, with me, God Yahweh Elohim, and Mr. Dred Scott color plantations, where plantation and the word color is part of your intellectual property, with me, God Yahweh Elohim. Therefore, you have no insanity with that word. You can learn what those words are also. All right. Therefore, with territory and jurisprudence, location and place, and combining the words from intellectual property of location and place, we will be able to heal insanity wherever it might be, where I am God Yahweh, somewhere out there with my name Elohim, Elohim. Location and place. Elohim does not start with a body, and Elohim did not create the body first. The creator named Love, Elohim, Elohim, lights and colors, addition, colors and lights, called feminine. And the body is a feminine device or a learning lesson from the vessel of Elohim. Therefore, the location of the body and the place of the body is within Elohim, actually, until Elohim of Elohim was given its individual entity, where it seems to exist as energy called a word until you call that word. Then you are an individual there in that moment, maybe called reality. So the territory of jurisprudence eventually led to the location and place. These United States were eventually created on planet Plymouth, love Elohim. I am the creator God Yahweh of that planet of this universe. This planet is Venus, the planet of love Elohim. I am God Yahweh, the creator of this planet also. So location and place is registered with your intellectual property, which will simply register something that is true. Just like at a check cashing station or a check stand, a cashier at a grocery store or something, a scanner or something like that. Beep, it'll do something like that. When you have a price tag on something with a scanner there. It's the same kind of thing with intellectual property. All right. So the location and the place of Elohim and Elohim, they are not in the same exact place nor location. Therefore, they're not the same exact energy. One is two sounds, Elohim. The other one is three sounds, I suppose, Elohim. Just like my name, God Yahweh. It's three sounds right there. So, the location and the place of those words are not in the same place of your left brain and right brain, which is registered with the creator named Love, Elohim, Elohim. For masculine mortal mammals that started from Elohim or Elohim, which were two different places for sure, even if they were in the same general location, they were two different places. This masculine mortal race that started sodomizing from ghosts and spirit ghosts that learned that they wanted to do insertion, which is an action of Elohim, inside of the anus of another male. It's a very strange thing that led to AIDS and HIV. Registered very well. It is a place called an anus and a location that a third thing called a reproductive organ in the body of the world wanted to be in another place where it could never be, even though another body part already was in another location of that place of that body, placing something where it does not belong, basically a foreign object. It's called sodomizing in Sodom and Gomorrah in my Bibles, where I'm God, Yahweh, love, Elohim. And that led to AIDS and HIV, eventually. So where does that start from? So that the female angels who are not males, but they're female, can learn that that insanity does not exist within the male race, but it is part of Elohim, Elohim, learning that I am God Yahweh with my name Love. All right, so where does it begin? Definitely the territory of another person's body. Your creator did not create jurisprudence, for it did not create jurisdiction first. The creator named Love, Elohim, Elohim is the creator of jurisdiction, where I am God Yahweh. All right, so you don't have the territory and the jurisprudence, definitely, nor the jurisdiction of the word Elohim, Elohim. It's my name, Elohim, and my name, Elohim, where I am God Yahweh. Therefore, that's a place and a location inside of your left brain and right brain. Functions of the Grand Discovery, Department of Education, Science, Anatomy, psychiatry even might even be used, studying the neurology of the brain or something like that, the functions of it or so, with David Rockefeller Banneker there. A desire and a want. This is what I would use in the English language created by me, God Yahweh, that place and that location that caused AIDS and HIV, which is a mental disorder, where your thoughts are disordered, that was a desire and a want. For those things that require those diseases, they wanted something and desired something that they already had, a reproductive organ. And they desired a second reproductive organ, which is very strange. I will not go into that with this message here. But that desire and that want, they wanted to place something in a location from their front of their body and place it in another location on their same body, but were unable to do that. So the Bible already tells you about righteous Abel with me, God Yahweh, Love Elohim, that they were not able to do that. And therefore they acquired some kind of inferiority within themselves that I was not aware of, desiring a second reproductive organ of the male body, which is insanity. Eventually they tried it and tried to do magic and made a front part, a penis in the front and a dick in the back of one body part. The name was left for the USA in May 19, 2017 on live television of what that name was called. I left hydrogen peroxide with my Rockefeller Foundation, I suppose, now today. H3O, Howard Hughes, April 5th, 1976. Thanks. So, that ghost world that made that up, worshiping my name Yahweh, Love Elohim, Elohim, for the body, they are not of the body, so we're looking for them with the word vengeance. They worship a word called vengeance, and so I've used it with my A Course in Miracles there, earlier in a message earlier. This message is about jurisprudence. Prudence is about wisdom. It was part of my Declaration of Independence, but it became such a feminine word that I use providence instead. So prudence is about, if you have many jurors that knew that one action led to AIDS and it also led to HIV, would you continue to do that act? Only spirit ghosts would continue to do that to men because they hated the body world. They were just telling a lie, therefore it's called the devil. In your world, that's been lying forever. The spirit ghosts are not of the human world. They never had a human race that they was part of. They never had a history of ancestors in the human body neither. They're just liars. Therefore, we're looking for them where Elohim, Elohim is, and where I am God, Yahweh. Therefore, this message about the Dred Scott case of these United States, about the immunities and the privileges of those immunities, I'm still Herbert Hoover, Elohim number 2 of the USA system from 1955, 1961. We're always still leading our respective posts as administrator, Herbert Hoover, myself, with God, Yahweh, Elohim that I am. Sacred and secular is always what we were doing. It's another place and another location in your ears too. And it registers a different word also. Therefore, this morning, 9 a.m., August 3rd, 2024, that would be our Hey Yasom. So we can learn how to communicate with one another, which is what words were for. Thank you. All right, Yahweh. Yeah, all right. Love Yahweh, God Yahweh, Creator Yahweh, Elohim, 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 Elohim.